I know what God thinks about angel numbers, and it's probably not quite what you were expecting. But why should you believe me anyway? My name is Dakota Lee, and since I was younger than I can remember, I've had a gift to see into the world beyond and an exceptionally clear communication with God. I started seeing angels at 8 years old, seeing and talking with Jesus at 10, and at 12 years old, God did something really extraordinary with me. He started letting me visit heaven. It has been only in the past few years that I even learned about the concept of angel numbers. So if you don't know what it is, angel numbers is this concept of you get spiritual guidance. A lot of people think hopefully through spiritual guides or through their angels or maybe through loved ones who have passed away and are now communicating with them, that you'll see a series of numbers in your life or one number in your life. So maybe it's like 1414 and you see it at different points in your life, like that's what your receipt says, or that's the address to the salon you're going to, or something like that. And it kind of is supposed to mean mainly that you're on the right track. And so God and I have never operated with angel numbers. Anyway, I asked God, okay, so I just learned what angel numbers are. God, do you operate with angel numbers? Because it's never been part of my relationship with you. And here's what God told me. God said, no, I didn't create angel numbers. They weren't part of my design. But he also said that, yes, he can work through angel numbers and use that to uplift people and sometimes guide people. Now, I then asked God, okay, so if you sometimes use it, it didn't come from you, the concept didn't come from you, but you sometimes use it. So God, should I add that into our communication? And God instantly told me, no, Dakota, because God said, I would rather have this direct communication with you that doesn't rely on ambiguous signs versus numbers that you may or may not be seeing in your life. And that made a lot of sense to me, and I really like that with my relationship with God. And then there's another thing to be aware of, that angel numbers can be manipulated potentially by other spirits that aren't aligned with God. God does speak to us through signs. But even more so, he speaks to us through our hearts. He's poured out his spirit on all flesh. Now, it doesn't mean all of us have accepted that call back to him, but I do believe all of us have at least a little bit of Holy Spirit on us, and what we do with that call is up to us. So, to recap, angel numbers did not start with God. He can use it in order to communicate with you, but he would much rather speak right to your heart.